You're watching Drake Wing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Never here from Drake Wing Gaming. And some of you know me on Twitter, The Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you with the Let's Play episode of Tennessee's Keisuke's Path. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Let's save the Patreon stuff for the end of the video. Anyway, alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. Alright, once Saya finishes things up here, Keisuke will be the only one that still has a match to play. Which is probably why... Seems like Saya-chan has it in the bag. One more game to go. Yep. I feel a little bad for the girl playing against Mizuguchi-san. She seems so sad. Yeah. There's nothing you can really do about it. If you worry about how the other person is going to feel about losing, you'll never be able to compete. I know. That's right. Dude, are you even hearing what we're saying, and what's up to your face? Huh? Shuichi pokes the back of Keisuke's head, snapping him back to reality. The hare looks around confused before finally realizing what's going on. Oh, sorry, I was thinking about something else. I might have been answering it on automatic. Oh shit. Is everything okay, Keisuke-san? Yeah, it's fine. I'm just... Mizuguchi-san's match ending just means we're closer and closer to my own match. Against that annoying, overbearing, yapping, childish... Okay, that's a bit much, don't you think? Sorry, weird mood. What I meant to say is that once Mizuguchi-san's match ends, there's nothing between me and my own match. I'm next after her. Yeah, no shit. That's how time works. Screw you, Arata. Wow, aggressive today, are we? Could you not wind him up, please? Today's a tense enough day as it is. Sorry, I couldn't resist. Whatever. You'll be fine, Keisuke. What happened to all the confidence you had yesterday when we were talking about it? The same place that baseless confidence always goes. It washed down the river as soon as the adrenaline settled down and reason returned to my brain. It's a very poetic way of saying you've lost your nerve. You want to run that by me again? Seriously, Yuuya, you just got on my case for needling him. I have special permission. How so? Not important right now. I'm just trying to cheer you up a little. You can't be all doom and gloom about it. If you step out into the court like that, you're only screwing yourself over. You don't think I know that? Being aware means nothing if you can't find a way to deal with it, though. Buck up. It would do you some good to remember that you and I share a room, you know. Well, not if you lose and drop out of the competition. In that case, I'll be sleeping alone tonight. My words elicited immediate gasps from everyone else, Aki and June especially. The two are looking at me like I just kicked a puppy or something. Aniki? Dude, seriously? That's low, even if you're trying to get him to snap out of it. Excuse me, I happen to still remember the crap you said to Keisuke back during the prefecturals after he lost to Yuuya. That was low. Hey, it worked, didn't it? That's a really mean thing to say, Yuichi-san. I'm trying to... Can all of you please shut up? What? Keisuke? Look, Mizuguchi-san's match just finished. Second now. As soon as Keisuke points it out, we all look towards Saya's court, finally noticing that we completely missed out on the final game of the set since it went by so fast. Sorry, Kei. And he walked away before I had any chance to say anything else. Great. This attempt at cheering him up sure failed spectacularly, huh? Wait a second, Keisuke-san! Jeez, what bit him this morning? Let's not get into that, shall we? Excuse me. We quickly catch up with Keisuke, finding him already talking to Saya-chan on the exit to report. Can you have waited for us? Your constant nagging was getting on my nerves, so I removed myself from the situation. Kei-chan, it's fine. Once you get out there, take the warm-up rallies to get all your attention out. Hit the ball as hard as you can or whatever. Get those nerves up before the match starts. Yeah. And by the way, congratulations on your match, Sayani. Yeah, you really showed them who's boss. Thanks, but it's not that big of a deal. Pretty sure those are your opponent's parents right next to us, so I'd avoid saying stuff like that out loud. Oh, oops, better keep my trap shut. Probably for the best. Hey, would you look at that? Looks like a certain someone can smile after all. Of course I can smile. Don't be an ass. I'm not being an ass. I'm just glad to see you smiling again. Me being nervous doesn't make me incapable of smiling. Whatever you say. I just know that I haven't seen you smile once since I got here. And to be fair, you didn't show up for the morning matches. You've barely been here for a couple hours. Whose side are you on? Now that makes me smile. Bite me. You sure do love to ask me to. Not literal. Keep telling yourself that. Listen, I have to go inform them of my match results. Do you know how the match... Do you know how the match before yours is going? Any idea how long until it's your turn? A few more minutes, probably. How do you know that? I don't for sure, but I'm theorizing based on the matchup. You can't know that for sure. Pretty much everyone that gets to the quarterfinals is a skilled player. You don't see as many one-sided matches as you do in the early stages of the competition. Kinda ironic to be saying that after the match we just watched, don't you think? Everyone knows that Saya-chan is the exception to the rule. She's the exception to most. Even though that sounds like a compliment, I feel like I should be offended by it. Of course not. It was a compliment. I somehow doubt it. Saya-chan, your match results? Oh, right. I'll be right back. Saya-chan quickly excuses herself, power walking away toward the front desk to report the results of her match. Even though she's trying to play it cool, the spring in her step was noticeable to anyone that had eyes, and the sight of it made me smile. It's a good thing she's back in her usual mood. She scared me this morning. Ha! Looks like we were thinking the same thing. She scared you? How so? Did something happen this morning? When we got back to the hotel after our morning jog, she was borderline catatonic on the couch. The girls were poking her, trying to get her attention, but she only responded with grunts and the likes. What? What happened to get her like that? I was like, no. I don't know. She wouldn't say a word. She wouldn't even move despite the poking. I kept trying to talk to her and snap her out of it, but she only made random sounds every now and again. And then when Coach showed up and said that it was time for breakfast, she got up like nothing had happened, and then acted like the rest of us were crazy when we asked her what had happened. Casecade launches into an in-depth description of the scene we walked into this morning, and thanks to it, it becomes clear that our group is separated into two very distinct camps. Those that have known Saya for a long time, and those that haven't. While Keisuke is frowning as he explains that June is hanging on to his every word with clear concern, Shuichi and Aki are clearly unmoved. Ah, so that's what it was. It's been a while. You guys aren't worried by that? It doesn't sound like Mizuguchi-san at all. Yuichi reacted the same way this morning. I asked him to help me to get Mizuguchi-san off the couch, but he said that she'd bounce back on her own eventually and left to go have breakfast. From the description, it sounds like you were introduced to Saya's emo mode. Emo mode? It's rare. It usually happens if there's no one around to coddle her when she's in needy Saya mode. Then she sulks a lot and gets into emo mode. Think of it like a computer freezing. Nothing happens no matter how much you click the cursor or press the buttons. You have to wait for it to start responding or reboot it on your own. And, well, you can't quite reboot a person, so there's nothing to do other than to wait for it to pass on its own. That doesn't sound real. It used to be a lot more common when I was 5 or 6. I barely remember stuff from that far back, but I still have vivid memories of emo mode Saya-ni. It's such an unusual scene after all. Is this why you weren't surprised this morning? Yep, if we'd gotten back to the hotel in time to deal with her when she was in her needy mode, that'd have been one thing. Once she slips into her emo mode, there's no real getting through to her. And you couldn't have told me this instead of leaving me to worry. I was hungry. The three of us are more or less used to this kind of thing, so sometimes it's easy to forget how completely alien it must be to you guys. Yeah, come to think of it, how long has it been since I saw needy Saya last, let alone emo Saya? 3 years at least. That sounds about right. It doesn't sound like the kind of thing you should want to have become normalized. Saya's weird. None of that is news. I don't know why you guys are surprised. There is weird, and then there is weird. I suppose. Halfway through our little weird conversation, a sudden loud chime cuts through the banter, quickly getting everyone's attention to the source of it. Keisuke's bag. Is that? Keisuke quickly unzips the bag, digging his hand inside and pulling out his phone. He quickly unlocks it as the screen promptly comes to life. The hair taps on it a few times before storing it away again. He closes his eyes, taking a deep breath. The meaning of it isn't lost on the rest of us. It's time. Saya-chan isn't back yet. Do you think there's time for us to wait? Ordinarily, I would say yes, since they're still preparing the court, but... You want to go wait inside so you can focus, right? It's an important match. I can't afford to mess it up. I get it. We'll walk with you. With a nod, Keisuke quickly spins around and starts walking towards his court. The four of us silently follow after him. Behind me, Aki wastes no time in pulling out his phone and writing a quick message to Saya-chan, letting her know what's going on. The jovial mood that has been established until just a little while ago is completely gone, taken over by an overwhelming feeling of tension in its place. Look at now. It already feels a tad suffocating for me since I know how important this is for Keisuke, not to mention how badly I want to have the opportunity to play against him in an official tournament match before the end of my last year. If it's this bad for me, I can't begin to imagine how Keisuke must be feeling. We follow him as far as we can go. Once we reach the opening on the fence for him to walk inside, Keisuke turns around to face us once again. Good luck out there. You've been working your ass off in practice and have improved so much. I'm sure you'll do great. Yeah, good luck, Arushihara. Knock him dead. Not literally, of course. Good luck, Keisuke-san. Yeah, good luck. Thank you, everyone. Keisuke's eyes sweep through the four of us, lingering for a moment on each one as he quickly thanks us for the encouragement. When his eyes fall on me, Keisuke looks right into my eyes. We both stare at each other in silence for what feels like ages. It suddenly makes me forget everyone around me, making it feel as if Keisuke and I are the only ones in this entire arena right now. I don't know what he's thinking right now, but I do know I don't want to be the one to cut off this moment. See you in the semifinals tomorrow. Caught by surprise by his sudden confidence, I failed to think of a response fast enough before Keisuke disappears inside, walking toward the bench next to his court and sitting down to wait for the match to officially begin. Whoa, Arushihara seemed really confident there all of a sudden. Yeah, he really did. Rapidly approaching footsteps quickly snapped my attention away from Keisuke's sitting figure as I look around to spot Saya running to us in a rush. Did he already go inside? Yeah, he just left. Damn it! Couldn't he have waited for me? It sounds like he really needed time to himself to focus, Sayani. Boo! I wanted to wish him good luck. He's been looking nervous all day, so I wanted to cheer him up. Don't worry, he looked plenty confident in himself when he left. Really? Yep, I think he's doing okay now. Thank God. After a few more minutes of the officials wiping the court clean, making sure there are no wet or slippery spots, and doing a final check of the net, it finally is time for the players to be called in. Keisuke and Yuuya can share what seems to be a very curt greeting before the two quickly take their places on the court to start warming up before the match can officially begin. The two players begin hitting the ball back and forth after doing their basic warm-ups. And Keisuke is moving a lot more smoothly than usual. He's a player whose performance is even more affected by his mental state than usual, so I guess I shouldn't be surprised considering how confident he seemed before heading inside. We had suggested he hit the ball extra hard while warming up to work out any stress or nervousness, but just from watching him move, I can already tell it won't be a problem. So, you know. Yuuya, on the other hand, seems ever so slightly more stiff than I remembered. Could it be that he's nervous? I didn't think he even knew the meaning of the word. Do you have any thoughts on this matchup, Yuichi? No one knows Arushihara's skills as well as you do. And you've played against his opponent before. What are his odds? I can't say for sure. Keisuke's improved so much over the last couple months I don't even recognize him anymore. His skills were always good, but he tended to let the pressure get to him way too much and couldn't perform his best. But Yuuya is unpredictable. You can't really accurately judge his skill level since he adapts really quickly to his opponents. Yeah, I remember him being the intuitive type. It might be a bad matchup for Keikun. What? Why? Keisuke is the type to watch his opponents closely to learn their habits, tendencies, and strengths. From that, he devises strategies to take advantage of those and get himself the win. The problem is you can't really use logic like that against an opponent that doesn't follow any kind of logical pattern. I don't know, while it's true that instinctual players are more unpredictable, it also means that they don't tend to think their moves or strategies through as much. If he's constantly moving on instinct, that means that he's more likely to repeat the same patterns. So what I'm taking from this is that neither of you have any idea who's most likely to win here. Shuichi's question causes Saya, Aki, and I to share a glance among ourselves, shifting uncomfortably on our feet. Unfortunately, Shuichi did hit the nail right on the head. There's just no way to predict what's going to happen. Of course, as both his boyfriend and his practice partner, I believe in Keisuke above all else. I really want him to win, but once they're done warming up, the two players walk up to the net once again so they can do the coin toss that will decide the serving order. Alright, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Alright, y'all, I'm going to head to bed. Y'all have a nice night. I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!